Alright, hey Brandon, I decided to do this video because I wanted to show you a couple of points that I think will make your deadlift more stronger and I think a lot more comfortable for you. First thing I want to get started with is pelvic tilt and the importance of the hamstring for the deadlift. Okay, so what is pelvic tilt? We have a pelvic griddle, okay, and our pelvis can twist forward, you can pull it forward, or you can pull it back, okay? So how does that look like? When I tilt my pelvis back, you can see my pelvic region comes up, this comes down, okay? When I tilt it forward, the back comes up, and this part goes down. We have complete control of our pelvic tilt. We can pull it up, we can pull it down, okay? I think a lot of people forget about that when they do the deadlift, because a lot of times they'll set up and then they'll pull their hamstrings real tight right here, get their hamstrings tight, and now their pelvic is tilted all the way. They have this huge tilt in their pelvis. I think what happens is when your pelvic is tilted this way, your hamstring connects to the back of your pelvic region right here. If you're twisted like this, or twisted, your pelvic is, what's the word? Pelvic tilt like this, your hamstring is fully stretched. A fully stretched muscle is a weak muscle. The strongest position any muscle can be in is in a shortened position. So if you have this portion as far away from this portion as possible, when you go to deadlift, the hamstring can't really do anything because it's fully stretched. So how this looks is, we'll get set up. I got my deadlift bar right here. What they'll do is they'll set up into a deadlift. Right before they go, they have their hips way high, and they have this thing twisted up, and this hamstring's fully stretched. And they go up, and when it gets heavy, they do this. Why? Because their hamstring is fully stretched. It can't participate fully in the deadlift. But if you go into the deadlift in a neutral position without this tilt going up, in other words, you're going to tilt your pelvis the opposite direction. Okay. Okay. Next thing we're going to go over is the starting position. Now I know we've gone through a close stance. You're coming from a sumo stance, so now you're trying out a hybrid stance. I understand that. These are the points that I want to make as far as your starting position. Okay. What I want you to do is look down, point your feet out about 15 degrees, so they're pointing away from you, but not completely straight, but not as much as a squat. Just a little bit. What I'm going to do is, come here around the side here, real quick. What I want to do is, as I'm coming down, you see how you can screw your feet here, right? You can squeeze, you can basically point your knee in different directions, right? Keeping your ankle on the ground. So as you come down to meet the bar, what I do is I'll screw my feet out. What that does is it provides a big lock in this glute. Okay, so I'll pull it out, screw my feet out, grab the bar, make sure it's against my shin, make sure my arms are against my knees, and then what I'll do is I'll rock back and deadlift. Now you'll notice that my back is in a neutral position. I'm not like this, and I'm not like this either. It's in a neutral position. You want to feel tight, but you don't want to feel like any muscle is tighter than the other. You want to be completely tight across the body. Brace your core really hard and push against the ground. The deadlift, a lot of people think of the deadlift as a back exercise. Well, your back is not really doing a lot of work. Your back is just making sure that everything stays together. It's an isometric position, right? Your back shouldn't shouldn't move, it shouldn't flex, shouldn't deflex. Your back should stay rigid. What helps your back stay rigid? A very strong core, very strong obliques. These are going to make your back neutral. What moves during a deadlift? If my hips are back here, my knees are bent, all I'm doing is moving my hips from back here to the front. So that's a hip hinge. So what helps with hip hinge? Remember those good morning exercises we did? That's a hip hinge. That's going to teach you how to push your hips back and push them forward. My back's not bending, but I'm going down and I'm coming up. That's exactly the same motion that you're going to experience during the deadlift. So instead of thinking that the back is picking up the weight, think of it as you're trying to get your hips from back here to here. And how do you do that? By pushing to the ground hard, letting your hamstrings do the work, letting your quads do the work, and letting your hips come to the front. So if you start working on your starting position, think of it as a hip hinge instead of a back lift, and concentrate on doing paused deadlifts. So this is what we're going to prescribe for you next week. So what you're going to do is you're going to have your back here. You're going to start off the ground. You're going to have your back neutral. Okay. Don't do the tilt. Okay. Keep it neutral. Come up. Pause right here. Finish. Go back all the way down. Come up. Pause. Finish. That pause is going to help teach you the optimal position of your back during that transition phase between your knees and your quads. All right, that's it for now.